Hello everyone, I'm Mike Mickle. Welcome to INN News. We begin with the rising Missouri River. It has flooded spots along the border of Iowa and Missouri. Here you see a failed levee in Hamburg, Iowa. There's a 30-foot hole in it. A flash flood warning has been issued for that town. Jonathan Athens from our affiliate KPTM has more from Hamburg.
Worried. That's about it.
Hopefully it won't be as bad as they say.
This is the fourth time in 10 days that the Missouri River has breached the levee. And as one Atchison County official told us, this has been a waiting game since Memorial Day.
Oh, it's just what we'd kind of anticipated all along. We knew the levees couldn't hold, hoping for the best but expecting the worst.
And if that's true, then time is running out for the people of Hamburg, Iowa.
Well, I think it's a man-made disaster. I think the Corps really needs to answer some questions in regards to why they didn't release any of the river water in the fall and the winter when it was only 10 feet of water in the Missouri River.
The real game changer was the incredible rain that we've received in the upper basin, 300 to 600% of normal, that came in into the system during late May and essentially used up the storage that we had planned on utilizing to manage the snowmelt runoff. Has left us no choice but to increase these releases to the historic levels that we're experiencing today.
The Army Corps of Engineers is scrambling to shore up the levees.
A lot of the citizens from the south end of town have left, and a lot of them say they're not coming back. So we're going to have the economic, plus we're losing a lot of citizens that we can't afford to lose.
Jonathan Athens reporting for INN News.
Officials say parts of the interstate between Iowa and Missouri will have to be closed over the next few days. Experts predict the river will stay high for at least the next 2 months. The threat of flooding continues west of there in Colorado. The National Weather Service says warm temperatures will accelerate snow melt that will spill into the Padre River in Larimer County. Right now, people are being banned from inner tubing on that river. From floods to fires, crews fighting the Arizona wildfire are trying to stay ahead of the flames. The wildfire is the state's biggest one ever. Right now, the Wallow fire near the Arizona-New Mexico border is only about 20% contained. As 4,000 firefighters continue to battle the flames, it is safe enough for people in towns like Springerville and eager to return home. But the mountain air is still very heavy with smoke.
We've got 2 kids that have asthma problems, another one with heart conditions, and so we're just kind of testing it out to see.
That blaze has burned dozens of homes. Dozens of wildfires are also burning in Florida. What's called the Santa Fe fire has burned 3 of 6,000 acres so far. Really hot weather and high winds are making it hard to put it out. And besides firefighters, someone else is keeping an eye on the fire through a lens. George Solis from our affiliate GTN introduces us to a pilot and his plane.
Mike Robinette is a man who knows what he wants from his hobby.
I just started putting these cheap little black and white CMOS cameras on airplanes, and that's where the passion began. If a plane didn't have a camera on it, it was just not worth flying.
Now he's using that eye in the sky to not only capture high-quality video of the Santa Fe 11 fire, burning 3,000 or more acres, but also to help those on the ground see through the smoky haze.
It outputs live video and goes into a video transmitter, which is downlinked live to the ground, and I can either watch the plane and fly, or I can have someone else watch the video and I can fly the plane visually.
The plane is a common variety, a Skywalker remote-controlled unit. It's the camera that's attached that Robinette says makes it unique.
It's a camera called GoPro. It's from GoPro Camera, and it provides high definition real-time video.
And it's pretty stable too. While Division of Forestry officials aren't using Robinette's videos, they are getting their own aerial view.
The air resources that the Division of Forestry utilizes are fixed-wing aircraft. That pilot assists us with operations from the air. He helps us with tactical support. He's the eyes in the sky that assists the ground units.
They also use helicopters to help dump water on the fires.
I had to have video doing something.
For Robinette, it's all about the thrill of the flight and mastering his craft.
As technology has crept up on the hobby, it's just made it that much more enjoyable. It's been great.
You might say his expectations for the future are soaring, especially now that he has a bird's eye view. George Solis reporting for INN News.
In Washington now, Representative Anthony Weiner has a little time to think about his predicament. The disgraced Democrat from New York requested a leave of absence following a scandal where he sent lewd photos to women. The House clerk made the official announcement yesterday.
Leaves of absence requested for Mr. Rokita of Indiana for today and the balance of the week, Mr. Shimkus of Illinois for today, and Mr. Weiner for a period of 2 weeks.
Without objection, the requests are granted.
Meanwhile, the scandal is making it difficult for one candidate in Tennessee. Name recognition is something that candidates covet around election time, but not in this case. The timing couldn't be worse for Tennessee's Sherry Weiner. People are stealing and destroying her election signs.
I've gotten very used to saying no relation, and I wish he weren't on the planet. I hope he resigns, because what he's done is abominable.
Even President Obama has said he would step down if he were in Weiner's situation. It looks like not even the Senate is safe from cybercrime. Senate.gov is under review after a hacker got into its server over the weekend. The Senate Sergeant-at-Arms says no user account information was compromised and the vulnerability has been fixed. The Department of Homeland Security is investigating along with the Senate and other law enforcement officials. Well, time for Your Vote 2012 with an important announcement during last night's first Republican presidential debate in New Hampshire.
I filed today my paperwork to seek the office of the presidency of the United States today, and I'll very soon be making my formal announcement. So I wanted you to be the first.
Minnesota Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann taking time out to make this announcement. Last night's debate had one common theme.
This president has failed. Has he done one thing right when it comes to the economy in this country?
Boy, that's a tough question. The Obama administration is an anti-jobs, anti-business, anti-American energy, destructive force.
And some really tough questions for the candidates.
Governor Pawlenty, to you. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Mr. Speaker, Dancing with the Stars or American Idol?
American Idol.
American Idol it is.
7 Republican presidential hopefuls squared off in last night's debate. Time for global news now. An erupting volcano in Chile continues to ground dozens of flights across the southern hemisphere. A giant drifting plume of ash blankets parts of Argentina. In Brazil, numerous flights were canceled because of the ash cloud. The volcano's effect even being felt in Australia and New Zealand. Strong winds have carried that ash halfway around the world. The Dalai Lama makes the trip all the way to Australia to visit with the Prime Minister, but the head of state refuses to meet with him. She insists the snub had nothing to do with Chinese pressure on world leaders to shun the aging, exiled spiritual leader. During his one-day visit, the spiritual leader talked about climate change. Hundreds of Syrians are camping near the Turkish border, preparing to cross if the crackdown by the president there gets worse. Tents line that area. Turkey has given sanctuary to more than 5,000 Syrians since the uprising began in mid-March. And that's your global news now. Skywatchers in much of the world are getting a visual treat tomorrow. That's when a total lunar eclipse is expected to last 100 minutes. That means the Earth will be positioned between the sun and the moon, putting the moon in the Earth's shadow. We won't get to see it, though. Several groups plan to webcast the eclipse live. North Americans will get a chance to see the same event later this year during the lunar eclipse in December. Well, airlines have it in the bag when it comes to getting your money. Next, just how much they earn from those extra baggage fees you have to pay. Plus, the apple may become forbidden fruit. If you hear this story, why we're being warned. And a place to call home, whether buying or renting is right for you, coming up on INN. And we want to remind you INN News is on Facebook. You can also find us on Twitter at INN News Network. And we're on YouTube, reaching out to you so you can reach out to us. INN News will be right back.
Do you owe more than $10,000 in credit card debt? And are you struggling to make ends meet during these tough economic times? We can help you design a plan to get you out of debt in months instead of years and save you thousands. We can settle your debt for much less than you owe, and there are no upfront fees. Call right now and talk to one of our specialists to see if you qualify. There are no obligations.
They were there to help us every step of the way.
They set me up with one affordable monthly payment. I now have money left over each month to live my life on my terms.
Call the number on your screen now. It only takes a few minutes for our specialists to find the program that fits you or your family best. We can help you set up a payoff plan for credit card debt, medical bills, and much more. This is a real solution. No settlement, no cost, no risk.
Call 800-224-0792 and get on the road to financial freedom. That number again is 800-224-0792.
At J.G. Wentworth, we say get cash now for your structured settlement.
J.G. Wentworth? Cash now?
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
J.G. Wentworth is right. It's my money and I need it now.
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 If you have a structured settlement and you need cash now, J.G. Wentworth can help. We'll buy all or part of your structured settlement for a lump sum cash amount so you can pay bills that have piled up as a result of an injury or an inability to work. Call J.G. Wentworth now and speak to one of our structured settlement specialists. You'll get a no-cost appraisal and have all of your questions answered. The call is free and there's no obligation.
It's my money and I need it now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call 1-800-803-8161. Don't wait. Call today.
Thanks for checking into INN Weather. I'm meteorologist Ed Russo. Starting off in the northern plains across the Dakotas, seeing some very heavy rainfall, especially east of the Bismarck area. A lot of this rain and even some thunderstorm activity will migrate eastward, affecting Fargo later this evening. As we swing south, more showers and storms weakening as they slide south into Tennessee, but this is the area right here where we could see some redevelopment of those showers and storms, and some of them could pack a little bit of a punch, especially this evening over much of Missouri, western Illinois, into central Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, and into portions of the deep south, especially across northern Alabama. Tomorrow, it will migrate a little further east across the Tennessee and Ohio Valley, even northern parts of Mississippi all the way through Georgia. We'll see the effects of severe weather to the Carolina coast for tomorrow, and then we see that threat return to the central and high plains across Nebraska and Kansas on Thursday. So some active weather thunderstorm-wise over the next several days. The flooding also a big issue as well. We are seeing flash flooding potential across central North Dakota. That's not good news because we're already going to be seeing high water over the Missouri River that swings all the way south through Nebraska. The Omaha area going to see consistent high water for the next several weeks. Flash flood watches also posted for southern Iowa into eastern Missouri and west central Illinois. So once again, the mid-Mississippi Valley under the gun for some very, very heavy rainfall. To the east, across Maine, we're still seeing some very rainy, cool conditions across the Maine coast here. Even some heavier rain, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder with that. Not looking for any strong thunderstorms here, but more of the same cloudy, dreary conditions. Does not feel much like June across New England. Further south, this is where we're dealing with some unprecedented heat. Highs once again across the deep south, getting to 100 degrees, and that heat extends all the way westward through Louisiana and Texas. Over the Sunshine State, we are starting to see some pop-up showers and storms, though, so it's going to feel a little nicer when the rain-cooled air arrives. And they're not very fast-moving storms, so we will see quite a bit of rainfall falling from them. Beautiful across the southwest, not overly hot here, and it is dry as well. To the north, Montana starting to clear out a little bit, but we're still seeing some persistent showers, especially across central and eastern Montana. Rotating disturbance swinging to the east. That's what's bringing some the heavier rain across North and South Dakota. But the concern tonight is going to be the heavy rain across the mid-Mississippi Valley, once again across central North Dakota where the Missouri River lies. All of that water being drained into the river, and that's just going to exacerbate the flooding problems that we are going to see for the next several weeks. You can see that heavy rain threat extends all the way through the Ohio Valley. Overnight lows in the 70s across the South 75 in Houston. And as we roll through tomorrow, 88 in Denver. The Northwest starting to warm up just a little bit, but it is still unseasonably cool. 65 in Seattle And a nice hot 97 in Houston, 109 in Phoenix. Mike?
Well, your baggage is costing you a lot. How much airlines are making, plus an important recall for you as Jenny Wurzberger gets back to business.
The nation's second largest cable TV company is growing. Time Warner Cable has agreed to acquire cable systems serving about 70,000 video subscribers from New Wave Communications. The deal is worth $260 million in cash. Banks aren't the only ones racking up big bucks in fees. The Department of Transportation says U.S. Airlines took in nearly $5.7 billion in fees last year. That includes charges for baggage and changes to reservations. The amount collected in baggage fees alone was up an estimated $700 million from 2009. GM is hitting a bump in the road. It's recalling 47,000 Cadillac SRXs for faulty passenger side airbags. Models made between February of 2010 and April of this year are affected by the defect. For Back to Business, I'm Jenny Wurzberger.
Next, an apple a day that might not keep the doctor away. Why health experts consider them one of the most risky fruits to eat. Plus, a new way to light up your deck could really light it up. Or worse, a warning about fire pot lights. Coming up on INN.
Hi, I'm Howard Dvorkin, the founder of Consolidated Credit. For almost 2 decades, Consolidated Credit has helped millions of Americans just like you. We've helped nurses and doctors. We've helped police officers and firefighters. We've helped homemakers and home builders. We've helped over 5 million people suffering from credit card debt. And now we want to help you.
Consolidated Credit is the one company you can trust. Our exclusive Freedom Quest program can help you find options and solutions to your financial challenges. We can reduce your monthly payments by up to 50%, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, save you thousands in interest and fees, and help you get out of debt fast.
When credit card debt is the problem, we're the solution. We've helped over 5 million people. Let us help you.
You're one call away from financial freedom.
Call Consolidated Credit now. 1-800-320-2698. 1-800-320-2698.
This is what evil looks like up close. It's The Nazis, a warning from history on DVD. The shocking filmed record of a world gone mad. From deep within secret German archives comes footage so unnerving, it still can't be shown on television. If you believe we can learn from the past, this is one collection you absolutely must own. Get it now on 4 DVDs for just $59.99. But wait, call with your credit card and you'll pay only $39.99. It's so important you see this. We'll pay your shipping. That's an additional savings of nearly $7. Look into the face of evil. Try not to blink. Call now to get The Nazis, a warning from history on 4 DVDs for just $39.99. We'll ship it for free.
Call 1-800-214-3086 to order Nazis, a warning from history for $39.99 and receive free shipping when you call in the next 10 minutes with your credit card or order online at timelife.com/Nazi.
Welcome back, everyone. An apple a day may keep the doctor away, but it also may expose you to pesticides. A report by the Environmental Working Group says apples contain more pesticides than any other fruit or vegetable. In fact, the group states they found pesticides in more than 90% of the ones they tested. The chemicals penetrated past the skin and were found inside the fruit. The watchdog group says other produce also found with a chemical presence include celery, strawberries, peaches, and spinach. Well, a newly released study may give new moms even more reason to breastfeed. The report in the Pediatrics Journal says babies who are breastfed are 60% less likely to die from sudden infant death syndrome. That's compared to infants who receive no breast milk. The study shows the risk of SIDS in babies who only eat breast milk and no formula is 73% lower. Researchers can't explain the link exactly. They say it may have to do with the antibodies babies get from their mother's milk. Well, fire pot lights are becoming fairly common on people's decks and patios. One Omaha family is now wishing they wouldn't have invested in one. Rob McCutcheon and his family got severely burned after he tried relighting one on his deck last week. The product is called Napa Fire Lights, and similar ones have hurt people around the country. Rob says the injuries may heal, but the memory of that fire may not.
And you can see it's pretty built into our minds what happened there. It was such a great time we were having with family and friends, and in an instant, it was almost like if you've ever heard of the idea of napalm from war, it was like this napalm gel had just hit the deck and everything was on fire. I think it is going to be hard for a while to really get it out of our heads that could happen in such a great moment, turning into such a horrific moment.
If you do use fire lights, there are some things to keep in mind.
Make sure the pot is completely cool to the touch so that you can put your hands on it and it does not even feel warm before you fill them up. And then maybe find a safe zone out on your deck or your backyard where you can put the flames up separately from where the family is enjoying the rest of their evening.
Well, the product has been pulled from the shelves at Bed Bath & Beyond stores across the country. Next, a place to call your own or a place to just borrow some time. Renting versus owning, and the right choice for you in these tough times. That story's next on INN.
Stay tuned for an exciting money-making opportunity from SMC. Would you like to make more money, set your own hours, and spend more time with your family? Well, now you can with SMC.
I'm an SMC believer. I'm going to tell you what, it's an opportunity for anybody to get in and have a home-based business and be successful.
Mothers around the world should do this, yes, and they can stay home with their kids.
I don't have to be bothered with the hectic day-to-day working for someone else. I'm working for myself.
I just wish now I'd have done this 10 or 15 years ago. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
SMC supports its members with a huge warehouse stocked with thousands of products that you can sell for profits of up to 300% and more. Call right now to request your free information packet. And remember to ask your operator how you can jumpstart your business with $100 worth of free SMC merchandise.
Just pick up the phone and call this toll-free number now. Remember, you have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Experience Bare Minerals, the foundation that started the makeup revolution. Are you ready for flawless coverage and makeup that is actually good for your skin? Now you can get our new kit for over 75% off what you'd pay at retail. Our exclusive introductory Get Started kit includes the award-winning Bare Minerals Foundation. You'll also receive warmth for a healthy glow, Mineral Veil, the ultimate finishing touch, and Bare Minerals Professional Flawless Application Brush. Call now and receive our new bonus collection worth $57.95 free, including the highly anticipated Flawless Definition Mascara. Purchased separately, you'd spend over $120. Our original Get Started kit was a great deal at 2 payments of $29.99. But for a limited time, you get all this, including the bonus gifts, for only 1 payment of $29.99. You save over $90 and get a 30-day money-back guarantee.
To save over 75%, order now by calling 1-800-200-8130 and ask how you can receive this free handy compact with brush with your order.
If you're in the market for a home, you know it's harder than ever to qualify for a mortgage. Many need 20% down and excellent credit. That's why for millions of folks, the new American dream is to rent. Christine Romans has the story.
If I owned my own home, I would not have any of these amenities.
Like a full-service building and outdoor pool. But amenities aside, 23-year-old Xander Clark is at an age when some people consider buying their own homes.
I've thought about investing in purchasing a home. My father purchased a home when he was my age, so when I knew I was going to move to Baltimore, I looked at properties, but I just knew that in my line of work that I would need to be relocatable.
And as the housing market sinks, Xander sees friends who own homes struggling.
It's been on the market for a year, and they're not getting the price that they're asking for. And that's scary to think that you have to keep lowering the price.
The numbers tell the story. Homeownership has dropped steeply from its peak rate above 69% in 2004 to the current just above 66%. Homeownership is now at the level it was in 1998. But even those who have the money and can withstand the tougher credit checks are opting not to buy, but to rent instead. Chris Mayer researches housing for Columbia University Business School.
I think a lot of people are looking and saying,
even if I can, make the down payment, even if I have the income and I've got the credit, is this really the best time to jump into the market?
Doug Bibby is president of the National Multi-Housing Council.
We're seeing some opting not to buy right now, even though they could afford it, because some are betting on housing prices falling farther. There are some predictions they will fall more. There are others who are betting on the ability to change.
And with the jobless rate at 9.1%, being able to pick up and go where the jobs are is critical.
I prefer to rent. I like the flexibility that comes along with renting.
The face of a new generation of renters and perhaps the future of home dwelling in general.
I think there's a lot of evidence that people need to have down payments, and so we should have viable options for people who are not in a position in their lives to be owners. And there's nothing wrong with that. And hopefully we'll, start to eliminate some of the stigma, and so when people buy, they'll buy for good reasons.
Well, it's the time of year that has everyone wanting to jump in the pool, even the telephone repairman. What happened here next on INN?
Car owners, does your vehicle have less than 120,000 miles on it? Is it less than 10 years old? Is your current auto warranty about to expire? Well, Cover America Auto Care has a very special offer just for you. With current economic conditions causing bankruptcies and a downturn in new car sales, Cover America Auto Care now offers inexpensive mechanical breakdown coverage direct to the public. You can save thousands of dollars on auto repairs. A toll-free line has been made available so car owners can call and get a free no-obligation quote. This auto protection is backed by an A-rated insurance carrier. Plus, you get a claims department that has an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. 24-hour emergency roadside assistance is also included. You will be amazed at how much you can save on future car repair bills. So call for your free, no-obligation quote now. Do not wait. Get covered today and rest easy tonight.
Endless pools are an incredible alternative to traditional pools, making it easy and inexpensive to swim at home. Call our toll-free number or visit our website. A free idea kit and DVD will be sent to your home so you can discover all the benefits of owning your own pool. Compared to traditional pools, Endless pools are simple to install, easy to maintain, and economical to run. Our precision-engineered pools enable you to swim or exercise against a smooth current that adjusts to any speed and ability. Endless pools are perfect for year-round health and fitness, relaxation, and family fun. Our free idea kit and DVD will show you how easy it is for the whole family to enjoy a pool right in your backyard or home. An Endless pool or an Endless pool swim spa can become a showplace for your home. Call our toll-free number or visit the website to find out more about Endless pools. The free idea kit will show you just how easy it is to be able to swim at home.
Take a look at this. An AT&T van lands in a subdivision swimming pool. This was near Atlanta, Georgia. The van hit several trees on the way into the pool. Now, the man driving the van apparently went into a diabetic coma, but he was alert when paramedics reached him. A dozen people were in that pool at the time. Amazingly, no one was hurt. I'm Mike Mickle. From all of us here at INN, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow.